Hello to everyone, my name is Nikhil Bajpayee. My teaching subject is mathematics. In this video demo session, I will discuss the topic name is the fraction and its type. Let's start the topic. So, what is the fraction? It simple represent the ratios or division of two natural numbers. That means fraction called as P by Q form, and here P and Q both belong to the natural number, or in a general form we can write as the upper part of the fraction is called as a numerator, and the lower part of the fraction is called denominator. P and Q both are the natural number because fraction is always a positive quantity. It simple represent the ratios of two quantities. So take example of the fraction. Suppose 2 by 3 and 3 by 4 and 5 and 1 by 2, etc. Now come to the type of the fraction. So I start the type of fraction. First type is proper fraction. In this fraction type, here always numerator always less than the denominator. For example, 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is example of a proper fraction. The second type of the fraction is improper fraction. This is the opposite case of the proper fraction. That means in the proper fraction, the numerator side is always greater than the denominator side. Example 5 by 4. This is the second type, and now the third type of the unit fraction. A fraction having 1 in always numerator side is called as a unit fraction. Having 1 in numerator, greater value is called as unit fraction. Example 1 by 2, 1 by 5 and 1 by 7 is called as a unit fraction. Now the third type of the fraction is called mixed fraction. In this fraction, having a complete number with fraction of a number. That means, example, 2 and 1 by 2. This type of the fraction consider a complete number is 2 and with the fraction of the number, and the fraction of number always in the form of the proper fraction. So the one example of the mixed fraction is the 2 and a 1 by 2. The fourth type of the fraction is the like fractions. Number of a fraction having same denominators, number of a fraction having the same denominator is called as a like fraction. Numbers of fraction having same denominator is called as like fraction. For example, if the rest part I rub example 2 by 3, 1 by 3, 4 by 3 is called as the like fractions because here always the denominator is same. Now the fifth part of the fraction is unlike fraction. For example, number of a fraction having different denominator is called as the unlike fractions. 2 by 3, 5 by 4 and 3 by 7. All these fractions called as the unlike fraction because the denominator is not same. Equivalent fraction. Equivalent fractions means the equal of the fraction. If two or more than the two fractions are equal to each other is called as the equivalent fraction. For example, if we take an example of 1 by 2. So, the equivalent fraction of 1 by 2 is the 2 by 4, 4 by 4 by 8 or 3 by 6 are called as an equivalent fraction because each fraction is equal to the 1 by 2 because all the fractions, if we simplify, then we get the same result, that is a 1 by 2. So we say that all the fractions are called as equivalent fractions. Decimal fraction. A fraction having denominators is 10 or multiple of a 10 is called as decimal fraction. In denominator, is 10 or power of 10 is called as a decimal fraction. Example, 1 by 10, 7 upon 100 and 11 upon 1000 are example of a decimal fractions. Now the eighth type is vulgar or common fraction. That means a fraction having the denominator except than 10. That means any other number ten or power of 10. Example 1 by 7, 1 by 3, 1 by 5 by 9 are called as a vulgar common fraction because here the common number is 1. Complex fraction. A fraction is called as a complex fraction when the numerator and denominator both are n a fraction. Numerator and denominator also n fraction, also a fraction. Example 2 by 3 upon 2 by 3 upon 4 by 5 is called as a complex fraction because the numerator is also fraction and denominator is also called as a fraction. I think I'm covered all type of the fractions. So this demo is over. Thank you.